Can someone confirm? Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. The last class I was explaining about the how we can create an account in render.com. So I was discussing about the creating the account with the render.com and getting the credentials and the connection details. Then by using the dviewer, we connected with the database. Does anyone has any questions? Like, did you guys try that? Cool. So the silence means no questions. I'll take it here. So then when you're taking here, SQL is it's standards are given by the SQL group, and this SQL is not specific to the any database. And most of these standards followed by the all the databases will follow the all the relational databases follows the standards. So that's a DDL, DML, TQL, TCL, and DCM. Then we saw that here how we are going to create a table in our database and how to see the data and how we are going to alter or maybe drop or truncate. How to do that? That's what we discussed in the last class. Today we'll see that here we will take a some uh, schema and we'll try to write a queries for that. Let's take it as I'll be searching for the in Google like EMP and DEPT PostgreSQL table. Okay. This is the tables sample data. I want to use it here. This is a Scott schema. I'm going to take it here, where we have it four tables. Cool. Yeah, we can take the this is the data. I'm going to take it here. Yeah, this data looks fine. So this is a SQL script. If we are taking here raw, I'm going to take it here. Raw script I'm taking here. And here you have a three tables. One is a DEPT table. Another one is the EMP table. Then there is something called the bonus table. And then there is something called the sal grade table we are having here. The sal grade table we are having here. Okay, job, MDR, hire date. Okay, cool. Sal grade, and then there is a dummy values you are going to insert here. We will take the one by one. We'll take it here. So instead of executing this, just we are going to take it here. Our database I'm taking here. So let me create it as a DEPT table. I'm going to create it here. DEPT table I will be creating here. So paste it here. Where is this DEPT table? Okay, let's copy this here. I'm going to put the DEPT table. So this DEPT table, create table. Yeah, create table. I'm going to create it as a DEPT number. Okay, this is a DEPT number. I'm going to take it as a okay. This is a value. I'm going to take it as a. I can take the int in case of the PostgreSQL. I would be taking it as an integer value. I'm going to take it here. D name. I'm going to take it as a varchar of. Let's put it as a constant. Constant 250. Then location. I'm going to put it as a 250. Okay, here we are going to add a constraint. We are going to add it here like no. So whenever you are creating the database table, the data has to be a unique and it should not contain the at least one column without duplicates and without null values. Then we are going to apply the constraint on that column so that it won't allow the null values. Like here we are going to say it as a not null. The moment I say that here it's not null, it won't allow the null values into the that column. And here also we are saying it as a not null. So not null. Okay, why it is saying that not null? Let me put it here, not null. I'm going to take it here. The DEPT number, D name, location should not be null. We are going to say it here. And the DEPT number, this is an integer value. And where we are going to say it as a primary key. and I'm going to give the DEPT number is a primary key. That means when you say that it's a primary key, it won't allow the duplicate values and it won't allow the null values into that column. Okay. No two departments will have the same number. Either you can give it here or here itself we can give it as a primary key. We can give it here. Yes, I'll be saying it as a primary key. I'm going to say that this is a primary key. I'm going to give it here. This is what I'm going to give it here. Primary key, I'm going to say that here. Now I would be creating the one simple table. I'm going to create it here. This table has been created. No, there is error, syntax error. Yeah, I would be creating this is the table I'm creating here. The table has been created. There is no problem. Then I'm going to create a EMP table I'm creating here. This is the EMP table I'm creating here. We'll put it here, EMP table. The same modifications we'll do here also. This is the EMP table I would be creating here. Let's copy this here. I would be adding the EMP table. EMP number, I'm going to take it as a integer value. I'm going to take it here. And here I'm going to say it as this is also primary key. Okay, I'll be saying it as this is a primary key. Okay, then ename, this is a varchar of wherever we are using the characters, we will to be consistent. I'm going to use the 250. Yeah, 250. And we are going to I think somebody microphone is on. Can you go on mute, please?
SQL.
We are going to say it as a value. I'm going to take it here, and commission is also. I'm going to okay, guys. Somebody microphone is on. Can you go on mute, please? Okay, Vijay, your microphone is on. Can you go on mute, please? Okay, I can mute, I think. Yeah. Cool, guys. Okay, then here we are going to take it as a DEPT number, and I will be taking it as a DEPT number, which is the int value I'm taking here. Now here you see this here. When you are taking here EMP number, I'm going to make it as a primary key. So like we have a set of constraints in SQL. Okay, we'll discuss about the constraints. Okay, what is this constraints is? Constraints, you are going to apply the set of rules you are going to apply in the column so that it won't allow the unwanted data or dirty values into your database column. So those constraints are not null and unique, and you have a primary key, foreign key, and then we have something called the default, and then there is a check constraints. These are the constraints we have here. The not null, it won't allow the null values into that column. Unique, it won't allow the duplicate values. Primary key is a combination of not null plus unique. It won't allow the null values, it won't allow the duplicate values. And primary key, when you take the primary key, when you take that here, table can have only one primary key. You cannot have the multiple primary keys in your table. And when it comes to the foreign key, the foreign key takes the reference from the sum table. The foreign key is a key which is a primary key in some other table. When you want to maintain the parent and child relationship, we would be using the foreign key. Default is when the value is absent in the column, instead of putting the null value, we are going to add the default value you would be adding here. And then there is a check constraint. It will, when the data is inserting, it will check the condition. If condition is evaluated to be true, then it will allow the data. Otherwise, it won't allow the data into your column. Yeah, that row insertion will fail. We will see one by one constraint. First, let's take it here. Okay, we'll come back to this.
Sorry to disturb you, sir. Can you increase the font size? It's little bit small.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Yeah, your voice was, I was unable to hear you.
Increase the font size, no, sir.
Increase the
It
font.
was little bit small.
Okay, increase the font size. I'll do that. Edit. F, I guess. Control N. Okay, I can search here. That's okay. Font settings. Let me go to the settings. Font. Let's make it as a 18. Is it better?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Here we are going to discuss the one by one concern we are going to discuss here. Suppose if I'm creating a table called the create table. Okay, here how to increase, I don't know. Font size. Preference, there must be a way. Editor. Okay, colors and fonts we have here. This looks like Eclipse. Okay, I'm going to make it as 18. Apply, apply. Oops, it did not change. Banner font, no. Uh, okay, SQL editor font, I guess. These all are colors. Not sure where to change this. This is not applying. This is a header. Hmm. Not sure, guys. Like I'll use the even when I'm typing here because I don't want to waste the time on that. I'll use the here this VS Code. We'll be using that here. Let's take it as a simple example. We want to create a, here we have that editor. Okay, these are the formatting and other stuff is there. Data editor, appearance, global settings, lead plain text and okay, text editor we have here. Is there anywhere font size? Okay, color and fonts. Again, it came here. Where to make modification. Okay, I think it changed. No, it is changing these things, but SQL script it's not changing that. New SQL script does it well? No. Okay, here it is increasing. Select. Okay, I'll put it in a Zoom. Okay, good. Here we are going to do that here. Select. I'm going to create a table. Let me create a table. Create table. Sample. I'm going to create it here. Name equal to this is a varchar of 4. I'm going to take the 250. So there is only one column you are creating here. There is nothing else. I'm going to I'm going to create the table. Now what I'm doing here is insert into sample name. I'm going to write it as a values where I'm going to give it as a Krish. There is no problem. It is inserted. Once again, I'm inserting the Krish. Once again, I'm inserting the Krish. Once again, I'm inserting Krish. Now I'm going to say it as a insert into sample. I'm going to take it as a name value. I'm going to give it as a values. I'll be inserting the null. Okay. I'm inserting the multiple times. I'm inserting the Krish once. Now I'm doing here select star from sample. Okay, select star from sample if I'm taking here. This is the data which we have stored in our database. And when you look at this data, it's a meaningless data. Krish, and again null values. They like no, this data cannot be used for like in the future. The reason is data is it's a kind of a there is no unique column or like no the data is a gen data. You can say that here. To avoid this gen data into your database columns, we would be using the constraints. The constraints is a set of rules we are going to apply on the column so that it won't allow the unwanted values into that. Now, if I want to drop the table, I would be doing here, drop table. I'm going to drop the table called the sample. I'm dropping here. And it is asking, are you sure, do you want to drop that here? We are going to set as a drop, don't worry. So now here we would be creating the table. Create table. Name of the table. What is the name of the table you want to give it here? So let's take it here. This table name is a product. I'm going to take it as a table name is a product. And here we are going to give it as a multiple columns. You want to give it that here. What is that? PID, the product ID, which is integer value. I'm saying it as a this is a primary key. So that it won't allow the duplicates and at the same time it won't allow the null values. The ID has to be a unique. It cannot be a duplicate and at the same time it cannot be null, and those columns you will make it as a primary key. Table can have only one primary key. You cannot have the multiple primary keys. Now here we are going to add a one more thing, p name, product name. This is a varchar of 250. So this is I'm going to say it as a not null. Hey, this value cannot be null. The value cannot be null, so the value has to be present. Then we are going to say it as a QR code. This is a QR code. We are going to say it as here. This is also we are going to put it as a, or we can say it as a link, product link. This is a varchar of 250. I'm going to take it here, or we can give it as a link should be maybe big, I'm going, instead of varchar, I'm going to give it as a text data type. I'm going to give it here. This I'm going to put it as a unique, so that no two products will have the same link. It can be a null, but it shouldn't be a duplicate value. Then you will give the constraint called the unique. We are going to use it here. Now I'm going to take the price of the product. This is a numeric value. Numeric, I'm going to say that here. And this numeric value, I'll be giving it as a, or we can give it as a float also. This is also float. I'll be saying it as a default value is 100. In case if you are not adding the any value for the price, I'm adding it as a default value as 100. I'm going to add it here. I would be adding the default value is 100. I'll be adding here. The next one is we are going to say it as a we are going to do the check constraint. We are going to do this here. Okay, I'm going to say it as a brand. Okay, this is a, we will put it as a default value, so 10,000. We are going to put that here. Okay, brand, we are going to take it as a varchar 250. Okay, I'm going to check that here. Check brand in. I'll be taking it as a one is a Lenovo, one more is a HP, another one is a Apple. Okay, this is what I added the all the constraints I added in this table. One is a primary key, one is a not null, one is a unique, and another one is we are saying it as a, this is the default value is a 10,000. If you don't insert any value for the price, it is going to take it as a 10,000. Brand equal to, only we are dealing with these three brands. Other than these three brands, if you are adding the any other brand into the product table, it is going to fail. Now we'll execute this here. Okay, varchar, we check brand in. Okay, syntax near error. Check. We are checking here brand. Check in. No, this is not correct. Brand in. Does it work? No. Okay, this is what it is a syntax. Check brand in Lenovo, HP, Apple. We are going to take it here. This is a syntax. Just we created the table. Now here I'm going to add a one new data. We are going to add it here. Insert into product. I'm going to take the PID, name, link, and price, brand, values. I'll be taking here brand values. I'm taking here brand values. I'm taking here. First one is product ID is 1001, and P name equal to ThinkPad. Okay, then here we are going to take it as a unique one hyperlink. We are going to give it here. So ThinkPad, something we are going to write it here. ThinkPad 0001. I'm going to say that here. This is a link. And then we are going to give it as the price. Okay, price equal to, I'm going to give it as this is a price I'm going to give it here. The brand equal to, I'm going to give it as a Lenovo. Okay, now I'm going to execute this here. The name is here, it's not name, it's a P name. It's a P name. I'm going to give it as a product name. I'm giving here. It is inserted. If I'm inserting the once again same data, it is going to give the error. Duplicate key was already this product key is available. You cannot give that. It is saying that here. Now I'm going to make it as a 2. And when I give this here, hey, this with this link already some product is existing. You cannot give that here because it is a unique. It's a unique. So now here we are going to say it as a some other name. You need to give that here. Some other name or like no. Here we are going to say it as a Mac Pro. We are going to say that here. So this is a okay. This is we are going to say it as a apple.com, and here we are going to say it as a something. We are going to take it as a Pro 1002. We are going to say that here. This will be added. and here we are going to set as a, let's put it as a Mac. Okay. Now here it is going to fail again. Why it is going to fail it here? It is saying that product violation concern product brand check. The brands only it will allow the Lenovo, HP, and Apple. But we are giving it as a Mac, we are giving here. That's why it is failing here. Now, if I give it as a Apple, okay, will not have any problem. So now I'm going to execute, the data will be inserted here. So these constraints we are going to apply on the column so that it won't allow the unwanted values into your database. Those constraints are, these are the constraints. Not null, unique, primary key. I'll discuss about the foreign key, and default and check constraint. Default will be in the absence of the values. It is going to take the default value. Check constraint, it's going to check the while inserting the data into your database. So whether it meets that condition or not, it is going to check that here. Now, this is what. Suppose if I don't give the price, let's take it here. This is the price we haven't given that. Now here we are not going to enter the price. We are not entering the price. And here we are going to do it as a Max Pro, Mac Pro Max. We are going to say that here. This is what I would be saying that as a thing. Pro Max. I'm going to put it as a, this is a 1003. I'm going to add it here. And this is a value. Now I'm going to insert this value. Will not get any error. And if you go and look at that here, select star from product, you will see that the default value is a 10,000. It is added here. So why it is added at 10,000? Because we said it as a, if the value is not present in the insert statement, we are asking to insert the value as a 10,000. We are asking to set it as a 10,000. We are setting here. Now it has been inserted. The value as a 10,000. It's inserted here. This is the way you can use the default constraint. We can use it here. Now, what is the foreign key here? Suppose when you take the primary key table, okay, here we have taken the table name called the DEPT. Okay, let's refresh this here. We created a couple of tables we created here. DEPT, let me knock off these tables. Okay, I can delete from here also. I can drop from both the places. I can do that here. I created just a DEPT table I created here. This DEPT has got the, if you look at this ER diagram, when you find this key symbol, that indicates that it is a primary key. And we have got the DEPT number, D name, location. If you want to see the data, we don't have any data here. And what are the properties it is having here? These are the properties: DEPT number, D name, location. Okay, these all are, it is having the not null. And what are the constraints you applied? Primary key constraint applied here. Foreign key, we don't have any foreign key. We can see all the, like, no, the table statistics. You can see that here. Okay, what are the DDL commands? It, like, no, in order to create this table, what is the DDL command is used? This is what it is going to show. Entire information, it will be showing that here. Now here, when you are taking the parent and child relationship, the department, we have a department, and the departments we are having these are the details we are having here. Insert into DEPT. Okay, insert into DEPT. Okay, there is a, okay, why they have written this such a complex way, we'll see that here. Insert into DEPT, select 10 accounting New York from dummy union all, union all, union all. Why do you want to make so complex? Okay, they created the one dummy table and they are going to insert the data into the, okay, I don't know what is the reason for that. Let me check that here. There must be some reason. Okay, we are going to create a one dummy table. You will be creating here. Okay, now we are going to insert the data into the, this union all. We are going to take it here and we insert it. Now I'm going to insert the once again. Okay, we'll see that here. DEPT table, you are going to select it here. Select star from DEPT. Okay, I'm going to execute this query. Okay, there is no data. It is not at all inserted this data. Okay, there is no need of doing this such a lengthy process. Now here we are going to take it as here. Select star from DEPT number, DNAME, location, values, where we are going to give the, these are the values I'm going to write it here. What are the values you are having here? If you take the first one, could have retained that. Okay. This is the department number 10, accounting, New York, then comma. Okay, we can insert the multiple records in one chart. We can insert here. Now here we are going to take it as a department 20. This is a value. I'm going to take it here. Put this value here. This is the department number 20. This is the department number 20. Then 30. Okay, here we are going to insert the department number 30. And then finally we are going to insert the department number 40. Okay, department number 40, I'm going to insert here. So, department number 40, these are data we are inserting here. Now all the records I want to insert into the table, just I'm going to execute the control enter. Now 4 records has been inserted here. Select star from, I'm going to select the DEPT. So when I execute here, we have a department number 10, accounting, New York, and 20 research, and these are the different locations we have got the departments. Now, whenever employee joins, he has to work for the one of these departments. The employee cannot be created without the DEPT number. So the parent for this employee is a DEPT. Now here we are going to create a one EMP table we will be creating here. We are going to create a one EMP table we will create it here. This is a EMP table if I'm taking here. We are correcting this. Varchar and the manager is a int and the date, and this is a salary is numeric, and DPT number is a department number. Reference, okay, references from which table? DEPT table, and what is the column name? DEPT number. This is a, we are going to take it as a, hey, you take the, whenever I'm inserting the value into this here, you take the reference from the DEPT table, and my column name is a DEPT number. Now I'm going to insert this here. Now it's created the employee table, it's created here. Now if you go back and if you refresh and if you see this here, employee tables, like what are the tables you are having here, we are going to refresh. Okay, here we don't need this dummy. Okay, let it be. So here, if I'm opening here, view ER diagram, we have a two tables. One is a department table. Okay, this department table has given the reference to the EMP table, and the column is a DEPT number. This is a parent and this is a child table. Now, if you look at here, EMP table, we don't have the any data in the EMP table, it's empty. And here we have got the, these are the columns. Like if you look at here, foreign key constraint. So this is the one foreign key constraint it is having here. That is the EMP underscore DEPT number underscore F underscore key. This is a name which is a system generated value. And these are the columns you are having here. Now what we want to do here is we want to insert the data into the this EMP table. We want to insert the data. We want to add the few employees. We want to add it here. In order to add these employees, here we have a data. Okay, we'll select it here. Copy this. I'm trying to insert this data. EMP data I'm going to insert here. Now what it should it happen? Just we'll see this here. Control enter. Okay, 0 records are inserted. It's saying here, select star from EMP. If I'm looking at here, there is no data. Okay, it is not inserted this data into the table. It's not inserted. Okay, why this is failing? We need to see that here. Okay, cool. Now I will be taking here. This is the place where I'm going to take it here. Select. Okay, cast null as integer from dummy union all union all union all union all. We would be selecting the all the union all. We are going to take it here, and finally, this is taking all the union all of this data, and finally, it is inserting the data into this. It should insert. Okay. Select. These are values. We are going to select it here, but this is coming it as a everything. It is coming it as a blank. Let me take it here. Select star from this. It is coming properly. There is no problem. Okay, so what we could do here is we can clean this data. The cleaning this data may take little time. That's it. This is what we want. I'm taking here. Okay. Already we have created the dbt table. Just we are taking the insert statement. I'm going to take it here. So now I'm going to execute. It should work. Yeah, no problem. 14 records has been added here. Now I'm going to select it here. Select star from EMP. I'm going to select it here. Now we got the all the records. We got it here. Select star from EMP. When I do this here, we got the all the records. We got it here, and who are the people working for the different department. We got these values. Now here we will take the one more table. There is something called the sal grade. Let me copy this sal grade table. Okay, when you are practicing that, like no, you guys can search for the like no. Here we have got the I think entire script he has given that here. Let me open the raw. I'm going to open the raw script and you can save this file. Control S. I'm going to do this here. Okay. S. We are going to save it in downloads. PG Scott .sql file. I'm going to take it here. There is no need of text, and we are going to save this here. Okay. Once I save this here, I want to load the data from that file. I want to load it here. Now what I'm doing here is a drop table. Drop table. We are going to drop the table called the DEPT. First, we are going to drop the EMP table. I'm dropping here. Drop table. I would be dropping the table called the EMP. I'm going to drop the table called the DEPT. I'm going to drop it here. Both the tables I'm going to drop. Okay, drop table DEPT. I'm going to drop that here. Now we don't have the any table. Now here you go to the SQL editor. There is something called the import. You will get a import SQL script. You open this import SQL script, and in the downloads, we have kept the pgsql scott.sql. Again, it's saved with the .txt. It has saved that. That's the reason it is not going to in the Finder downloads. Okay, this should be I should be renaming that to the rename. I shouldn't be giving the .txt as the extension. Okay, it should be a .sql file. Okay, now I'm going to open the, this is a, that's a file I want to open. Let me cancel this once again. I'm going to import SQL, import SQL script, downloads. Okay, PGSQL, I'm going to import that here. So that's a script file. Again, you will get it here. You can select the entire script. Okay, you are going to select the entire script you are selecting here and execute, you can say that here. So this is going to execute all the statements. The SQL entire script has been executed. Now we can cross verify that here. We can cross verify that here, whether it is executed properly or not here. Select, I'm going to take it here, select start from EMP. So what are the data it is having here? EMP table, we got the data, we got it here. EMP table, so this is the data, we got it here. There are 14 records, it is inserted. And now I'm going to select the select star from DEPT. Okay, I'll be executing here DEPT. So what is the department it is having here? We got the all the departments, we got it here. And then there is some other table called the select star from okay, select star from, this is a table name called the sal grade. Okay, I'm going to select the sal grade, I'm selecting here and I'm executing here. Now these are the three tables. We got the three tables and these three tables has got the data. These three tables has got this, the data it is having here. Okay, I've got the data, we got it here. Now what I'll do here is, first I'll do the select star from EMP. I'll pin this tab. I'm going to pin this tab. I'm going to select the DEPT and I'm going to pin this tab. I'm going to select the sal grade. I'm going to print this tab. So that this data, like whenever you want to look at the data, you can see that here, this is the EMP table, this is the DEPT table, this is sal grade table. Throughout this our session, I'll be using these three tables and we must know what are the columns your table contains. So we must aware of that here. If we take the EMP table, employee has got the employee number, name, job, manager, hire date, and what is his salary and commission, DEPT number. And the DEPT table has got the department number, D name and location. Sal grade has got the, what is the grade. If it is a salary is in this range, it's a grade 1 employee. If salary is in this range, grade 2 employee. In this range, it is a grade 3. So grade 4, grade 5. 5 grades are there. Now, if you look at here, how this the employee and the DEPT table is related and how the relationships has been maintained. If you want to see that here, you can open your database and you click on that particular table and you say that view diagram. It is going to show you that here, this is what it will be showing the diagram. Hey, how this employee and the DEPT table has been linked. There is a parent and child relationship it is having here. We can see this is what parent and child relationship. This is a DEPT is a parent and this is a child. What is the column? It is like if you click on that link, you will find that here, this primary key become the foreign key in this table. Cool. Now here we have got these are the details you are having here. Now I want to get the, okay, here we are going to write some queries. We are going to write it here. Once you have added the data, star means all the columns. You get all the columns. Here also star means all the columns. Hey, can you get the only employee name, job and the salary? Employee number, name and salary. In order to get that here, we are going to write it here, select. It's kind of irritating, this. Select, we are going to do that here. Okay. Okay, select EMP number, E name, salary, sal from EMP table. I would be executing here. We got the, so employee number, employee name. Suppose if you want to select the particular columns, you would be using like this. Instead of star, EMP number, e-name, salary, we are going to select it from the employee. Now we got the all the employees, we got it here. With the only the basic details. Only basic details you want to get it here, you want to get that here. Now I'm going to ask the commission also. Hey, can you get me the commission as well? Okay, employee number, name, and commission, you get me this here. Now I'm going to execute this here. It is going to add the one more column, it would be adding here. So this is what commission, it is added here. Now I want to find the what is the total salary. Hey, can you employee number, name, salary, and commission? Some people are getting the commission, some people are not getting the commission. I want to get the total salary. Now what we do here is we are going to write a query like this. Select EMP number, e-name, salary, commission. Now I'm going to do the sal plus commission. This is a derived column. Commission as I'm going to say it as a total underscore salary from EMP. Okay, now here we are going to select it here. You get me the employee number, employee name, salary. There is a total salary. If you look at this total salary, wherever null is there, if you are adding the null plus some known value, it will become the unknown value. What does it mean? The commission is a null. Null means undefined value. So undefined value you are taking and you are adding the known value you are adding here, everything will become the unknown. So wherever it is a null, we need to treat that is a different. Otherwise, null value is unknown value. Suppose if you are taking here, I have a suppose bank balance of the 5,000, and you are going to give me the another 3,000. I know what is the amount. Like total, I will be having the 8,000. I'm not saying that I have some amount. It can be a minimum. It can be a small amount. It can be a bigger amount. You are not telling that what exactly that number. The nulls are something like that. So the undefined value, some undefined value, you are adding some known value you are adding here. The result will be always an unknown value. That is also going to be a null. Now what we would be doing here is, here we are going to do, okay, so coalesce. There is a NVL function, the similar to NVL in other languages. It is having the there's something called the coalesce. We are going to take it as this a function, and when I'm taking here coalesce commission, you put it as a 0. Hey, wherever the commission is a null, instead of putting it as a null value, you take it as a 0. Now I'm going to execute here. The moment I execute here, you can see that here the value we are going to get it as a, this is a value, you would be getting that here. Okay, this is a value, the null value. Suppose if I want to put it as 100, 1,000, 100, I'm going to put it here. It is going to add the 100. If the value is null, then it is going to add the value as 100. It is going to add it here. We don't want to do that here. We are going to put it as a 0. The coalesce, what it does is that if the column value, whatever the column value, it is null, it would be adding it would be replacing null value will be replaced with the 0, and the salary plus it is going to add the commission, it is going to add it here, and it will be creating the new column called the total salary. So this is the way when you are selecting that SQL queries, you can derive a new columns, you can derive. We are not making modification on the database. While projecting the data, the way you want, you are going to project it here. Now, the next condition is we want to use we want to restrict the records. We want to restrict the records. Hey, can you get me the people who are getting the commission? I don't want all the employee details. At least get me the employees who are getting the commission. The moment I use the select start from EMP, without any condition, it is going to get the 14 records it is getting here. We are getting all the 14 records. We are going to get it here. We don't want to get that all the 14 records. Now, wherever the people are getting the commission, only those values you want to get it here. Now here we are going to restrict the records where the salary, not salary, commission is not null. Okay. When I execute this here, we are getting the salary where the people are not getting the commission is not null. Commission is not null. But the person who is getting the zero, we are getting that person also. And here we are going to add the and commission is greater than zero. Hey, like now, if there is any person, you get me the people who are getting the commission is not null, and if it is not null, but the value should be greater than zero. It's like no, you're writing like an English query. You're writing like a English. No, hey, you give me all the columns, and commission should not be null, and at the same time, commission should not be zero. It should be greater than zero. And we are filtering out the data. We are going to filter it out. Whenever you want to restrict the rows, we would be using the where class. We are going to use it here. Where class is going to restrict the records or rows. So this is a way you can select a particular column. When there is a columns are null, we can use some functions and convert null values to their default values. And when you are restricting, when you are retrieving the data from the table, if you want to apply any restrictions on the rows, we would be using the where clause. We are going to use it here. Is this clear so far? Any questions?
How we got the commission values here, sir?
How we got the commission value?
Commission value.
That is one of the column in our table. No?
It's all okay. Other than null, we are getting.
Correct. See here we are selecting the all the rows, and when you are getting that rows, we are here applying a condition. Hey, commission should not be null, and at the same time, commission should be greater than zero. So we will get the only people who the records which are satisfying this condition, those records will get.
Okay, sir.
Now, this is about the like no, you are using the where condition. Suppose if I am using there are a lot of operators are available. All your arithmetic operators can be used. And here we are going to check that here. Can you get me the people? Like you're asking get the employees who are getting salary greater than 1,000 and less than 3,500. Okay. Can you get me the people who are getting the salary is greater than or equal to 1,000, less than or equal to 3,500? So then what will you do here? You are going to write a SQL query. Select star from EMP. Then we have a restriction. What is that? Is the salary must be greater than 1,000, less than 3,500. Greater than or equal to 1,000 and greater than or equal to 1,000 and salary is less than or equal to 10,000. No, 3,500. Now I'm going to execute this query. Now here we are getting the people, okay, whose salary is between this range. Like we supposed to get the 14 records, but because of this condition, it has to filter it out, and the people who are getting the commission, who is getting the salary above the 1,000, below 3,500, these are the people we got the details. Now here we can do between operator where sal between 3,000 and we are going to say it as a 3,500. Okay, both are inclusive values. Now here we are going to say it as a salary. Hey, you are going to get that here. Select start from EMP where salary between 1,000 and the 3,500. We should get the same result. Okay, you see here, there is a 14 records. So this is the way we are going to use the between operator. We are going to use it here. Between operator, we are going to use it here. Now, if I'm asking the get the employees who are getting salary, okay, 1,250, 1,250, 3,000, and here we are going to the 1,500 and 1,800. Okay, only you get me the people who are getting the salaries either 1,250 or 3,000 or 1,500 or 1,800. We need to get the people who are getting the salaries, one of these salaries. Now, what we would be doing here, generally, you will be writing here, select star from EMP, where salary sal equal to 1,250 or sal equal to 1,500 or sal equal to 1,800 or sal equal to, I'm going to say it as a 3,000. We are going to say that here. Now you would be executing this here. The moment you execute here, the people who are getting these salaries, you would be getting here. 1,250, 12. If there is nobody, 1,800, it will be ignored. No? So this is what we got it here. Instead of writing this, the same query, we can write it by using the in operator. How do you write the in operator? Select star from EMP where sal in 1,250, comma 1,500, comma 1,800, comma 3,000. Okay, these are the things you are going to select it here. These are the things you would be selecting here. Now here we are going to execute this here. The same thing. The in is also like a kind of it is going to select that values. In that values, any records is matched. All the records are going to be pulled. So this is the way between operator and the in operator can be used when you are retrieving the data from your database table. When you're retrieving the data from the database table, you could be using that here. Now I'm asking the one more query. Get the employee, get all salesmen who are getting commission and working for DEPT department number 30. Get all the salesmen who are getting the commission and working for the department number 30. Can someone give a try?
Select from salesman.
Select the star from table name, correct?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where salesman?
Where,
Salesman.
what is the salesman?
Job.
Okay, where job equal to salesman, correct?
Job equal to salesman.
Uh-huh. Salesman, and you should get the commission, correct?
Yes.
How are you going to check that? Under our condition.
And
And okay, and
and
commission
commission.
okay, is not null and commission is greater than 0. Mhm. And he has to work for the department number 30. DEPT
Yeah.
number equal to 30. This is what we are writing a simple SQL query we have written. Hey, can you get me the employee details where job equal to salesman and is a commission is not null and commission should be greater than 0 and who is working for the department number 30. these are the three people whose job is a salesman and getting the commission and working for the department number 30. The and operator, we are joining that here. So the job must be a salesman and commission should not be null. Commission should be greater than 0 and the department number is 30. Is this clear?
While using between operator, will that include 1000 and 3500 as well? Because in the given data, there is no 1000 and 3500 values.
No, no, no. We are not worried about that. Here we are worried about the
No, not this statement, the above statements. There are, you have given above, you have used between statement, right? Between comment. Previous comments, I'm asking.
okay,
Yeah, this one. Salary between 1000 and 3500. Here
correct.
you have included greater than or equal to, right? So will that include 1000 and 3500?
Both are
Or
inclusive.
it got?
Both are inclusive. Lower bound value, upper bound value, both are inclusive.
Okay. Because in the data there is no 1000 and 3500.
Okay. There is 1000 and 3500. We don't have that, is it? The data itself doesn't have that. Yeah. Now you want to test that here, like you can include the 1300 and you say that 1000, correct?
Okay.
3000. Either way, you can say this here. Now you are getting the how many records? Greater than or equal to, less than or equal to 3000. Here you can write that here 1300 and 3000. You can search that. You can check that here whether it is including in both the values are inclusive or exclusive. You can check that here. 1003 is inclusive and we do 3000. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay, cool. So now here we are going to select it here. Select start from EMP. This is the way you would be writing the. Here I cannot use the between operator. Like no, you have to use with the and. When do you use the between operator? On the same column, if you are applying the like if you are applying the two conditions you are applying greater than less than if you are applying, we can go with the between. The same thing could have been done by using the writing the query like this. Select start from instead of between, you would be writing the greater than or equal to this salary, less than or equal to this, you could have written that here. Instead of that, you can use the between. Okay, the same thing here also. The salary, we are searching that with the R operator. Instead of R, you can use the in operator. You can use it here because we are searching on the same column. So, and then there are the places where we cannot avoid that here. Like, no, this is a different column, this is a different column, and this is also different column. So we would be using the and operator. This column, this condition has to be true. This condition has to be true. This condition has to be true. And this condition also has to be true. Then we will use the. Now here we are going to write another query. You write it here. Get employees. Get all the employees who are getting salary more than 3000 or working for department number 10 or 20. Yeah. This is what we have. Get all the employees who are getting the salary more than 3000 or working for department number 10 or 20. Can someone please?
Select from employee.
Select star from EMP. Mhm.
Where
Mhm.
salary
Mhm. Mhm.
greater than in department 10 comma.
Or, or
Can't we use in department 10 comma 20?
you can use, but this is the one condition, that is a different condition, correct? We need to link that.
Okay. Or department.
Hmm.
Okay, here in 10 comma 20.
Correct? This is what we will be using that. DEPT number, okay? DEPT number in 10 comma 20, you would be saying that here. Now here, there are people who are working for the 10 or 20, and like no, the people who are getting the salaries. So some of them are not getting the greater than 3,000. Still, we got the data because they are working for the either department number 10 or 20. Clear? So this is the way the or operator can be used. Here, this condition or this condition, and when you're taking this condition, we have got the, we can use the in operator. We are going to use it here because DEPT number either 10 or 20 they are asking for. So this is the way you can use the in operator, or operator, and operator. You would be using that. The next one is a like operator. The like operator will be used for the pattern matching. Now I'm asking the get employees whose name starts with letter K. Starts with K. Now get all the employees whose name starts with the K. We are going to use the select star from EMP where E name like, okay, or I like, we are going to set as a K star, K percentage. That means get me the people whose name starts with the K percentage. K percentage means it should start with the K. I means ignore case. K percentage means K followed by any number of characters, it can have it here. Percentage means any number of character. Suppose if I am saying here, hey, his name should start with the K, it can have the any name, any characters, and it should end with the G. Suppose if I'm saying here without this, I'm going to execute this here. And here we are going to say it as a yes, I'm going to say that here. Hey, get me the people whose name starting can be anything, it should end with the S. James, you got it here. Adams, James, and these are the values, you got it here. So when you are taking here, we have a two wildcard character. What is the percentage? Another one is underscore. Underscore will match the single character. Percentage will match the any number of characters. It can be any number of characters. Now here we are going to take it here. It can start with the anything, but the first character should be O, and it can have the any number of characters. Now, if I run this here, we are going to get it as a Ford, and we are going to get the Johns, we are going to get it here. Starting letter can be anything. First letter has to be a O, and followed by it can have any number of characters. So when you want to do the pattern matching like this, you would be using the like operator or I like operator. You are going to use it here. Both are same. I like is going to ignore the case. Suppose if I do this here, like operator, if I make it as a small O, it doesn't work. Empty data, you'll get it here. When I say that I like, it's ignoring the case, and this is going to it is going to ignore the case, and it's going to do the match. So the like operator will be used for the pattern matching. We are going to use it here. So we have a two wildcard characters. One is a percentage. Another one is underscore. Underscore represents the single character. Percentage represents the multiple characters or group of characters. You can say that here. This is about the like operator, the way you are using the like operator. This is the way you are going to use it here. Now, let me ask the one question. This is the last question query for this today. Get employee whose name starts with the letter A and working for DEPT number 10 and getting salary more than 1,000. This is what? Like, you need to get the employee whose name starts with the, whose name contains, okay, whose name contains A, whose name contains A, and working for the department number 10 and getting the salary is more than 1,000. Can someone please?
Select star from EMP.
Select star from EMP.
Where E name?
Where?
E name.
Mm-hmm.
I like a percentile.
No. Percentage, A, percentage. Yeah. It can be anywhere whose name contains the letter A in it. Correct?
And department equal to 10 and salary greater than 1000.
Okay. Do you have any employees? Just we'll see that here. There is a one person who is working for the department number 10, clerk, and whose salary is greater than 1000, and his name contains the A in it. Suppose if I remove the department and only people who are getting the whose name contains the A and getting the salary is above 1000, you'll get the all that. So this is the way you can use the like operator. We can use it here. Okay, now let me ask that here. Get employee whose name contains, whose name has 4 letters, whose name has 4 characters. Okay. Only get me the employees whose name has got the 4 characters. This can be done it in multiple ways. Since you learn the like operator, can someone tell me how are you going to do with the like operator? His name should contain only 4 characters. That can be anything.
Select start from EMP. Where rename. I like hyphen a hyphen percentile.
No percentage. 4 hyphens I am going to give it here. That's 4 characters.
Okay.
Right? See, underscore means it is a 1 character. We are saying that here 4 characters. Any 4 characters, we are going to say that here. Ward, King, and Ford, we got it here. Ward, King, and Ford, we got it here. These are the people who's having the four letters in their names. Clear? So this is a way you can use the like operator. You can use it here. So we will discuss the more details about the further queries. How we are going to write a join. How do you write
What
this?
are other ways for this? You told there are other ways.
You can find the length of the name and you can get the data. Right? Here we can write it as a, so select start from EMP where length of name, ename equal to, we are going to say it as a 4 characters. Okay. Length of name equal to 4 characters. We can do that here. We got the all the people, we got it here. Either this or we can give it as a, this is what we are going to say that. The name, if it is having the 4 characters, you are going to find this. So we'll discuss the tomorrow more details about the how are you going to write the inner joins and some more operators. We will be discussing about that, how to convert the date conversions, how are you going to do that here, and then inner joins and joins, how we are going to write it, and inner queries, how do you write that. We'll be discussing in the next class. Thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.